My name is Wiley Cerilli. I'd say I had the seed of becoming an entrepreneur when I was really young. Sort of a unique story because both my mom and dad were entrepreneurs, and my dad was a real estate developer in Providence, Rhode Island. And one of the things he did was so when you drive by Providence, there's all these tall buildings and they're all brick walls. And so what he did is he commissioned one of these artists from RISD to paint beautiful bay windows on the side of this entire tall building. So when you drive by this building, you see beautiful windows and you actually think they're real windows because you're on the highway. And so I think I came from an environment where I had two entrepreneurial parents and a father who, instead of seeing brick walls, saw windows. And I think as an entrepreneur, that is the constant ongoing challenge, which is to know that the things that you're gonna go through, you're gonna continue to see brick wall after brick wall, and you have to look at them as opportunities, because oftentimes the largest markets are the ones that have the most brick walls. And so if you train yourself to look at them as opportunities instead of challenges, then you have an edge against competition, I'd say. So I grew up in that kind of environment. I moved to New York City when I dropped out of Syracuse University. When I moved here, I had a backpack, a backpack of clothes, a blow-up mattress, and I'd say one of my first nights sleeping in New York, I popped that blow-up mattress. And I remember, because the following nights I would blow up the mattress before I went to sleep and then stick my thumb in the hole and hope that I fell asleep before I hit the floor. And I eventually ended up throwing out the blow-up mattress. But you know, I was eating peanut butter for lunch and breaking into my uncle's apartment to eat some of his food as well, just to get some dinner because I didn't have enough money. And I think that's the way a lot of entrepreneurs start off, is just being, I guess, scrappy is another word for it. So I started off and I dropped out of Syracuse, and then the second time I dropped out of NYU and joined the founding team of Seamless Web before we launched, which was a really unique experience because we were, in the beginning, handwriting down orders and walking around and then faxing them to restaurants. We'd fax them to restaurants and then the restaurants wouldn't deliver the food, so then we would go and deliver the food ourselves. And we had an incredible team, and we were profitable after 9 months. I think that from that experience, after we were acquired in 2006, we all stayed on until 2010. After that experience, I had this sort of unhealthy dose of confidence, thinking that every company you start is going to be profitable after 9 months and you know, doing hundreds of millions of dollars. So I started my own business, single platform, and that was not you could say we weren't on the same trajectory as Seamless Web. We struggled a lot. I'd say it wasn't, you know, a day or two that went by that I didn't think that we were going to go out of business. It was scary. Yeah, so I'd say one of the biggest pieces of advice is to trust your gut. And I heard that a lot when I was building my own business, and it's tough to think that in times of a tremendous amount of pressure. Yeah, I think you read a lot of articles in Business Insider and TechCrunch, and you hear all these stories of entrepreneurs having so much success, and you think, wow, look how confident that person looks. Look how, you know, look at their track record. Look how much money they've raised, and you think that person has all the answers. And I certainly didn't feel like that as an entrepreneur. And so it made it tough to trust my gut. I'm glad I did, and that was the advice of a lot of other entrepreneurs. I think that my mom gave me a great piece of advice. She said, you know, Wiley, when you were a kid, you thought that us as parents had all the answers, right? And when you're a kid, you look up to your parents and you say, wow, like they know everything. And she said, the truth is that we're just older kids. And now, you know, being the age or a little bit older than my mom was, I'm pretty sure that I know that I don't have all the answers. And I think that as a CEO, you tend to feel like you need to have all the answers, and that's just not the case. So I would trust your gut. We have this amazing opportunity as entrepreneurs where we see the way the world should work, and the challenge is that a world that is 10 years out, and are you too early? Or is it a world where it's only a couple months out and it's gonna go there and there's gonna be a lot of companies doing it? I think just like a muscle that you don't want to go to the gym, you go and you feel a lot better. I think building things is like, all this problem solving and doing with the team is an addictive feeling. Whether you quote unquote succeed or not, taking on bigger challenges, you learn a lot about yourself, you learn a lot about the people around you, you get to sort of prove that maybe you're not that crazy, and that the way the world should work is the way that you think it is. And it's a wonderful opportunity to be able to have on a daily basis, to go into work and show the world that this is the way it should be.